Thank you so much for tuning into my channel and welcome back. Today's video is going to be a spring fling look. Basically corals and pinks and pastels and yellows and anything that is a pastel color is perfect for springtime. Usually cool tones, my blonde blue-eyed gals can get away with these colors more year-round, easier than our warmer tones can, but the palette that I used with YSL's Petal Power collection, this was like their limited edition spring collection of 2013 or 14, I can't remember. I used specifically that palette and it had a lot of neutral pinks and neutral corals and of course neutral beige and yellow tones as well, so that it plays well with both equal parts yellow tones and then equal parts cool tones as well, because springtime you really can get away with more color. I know that you risk it running into the 80s look if you kind of want to bring back a lot of color, but I worked in a darker shadow that was a kind of a plummy purple color, and it still is able to blend really nicely because I did use a taupe and these are very neutral colors, so they blend very easily. Now you can do a baby pink lip or you can do a neutral pink, really doesn't matter. It's more or less about playing up the eyes and making sure that the springy, corally, pastel-y colors are the bigger emphasis on this look. Now, I do like a baby pink and or kind of a more salmon color. I think with this look would look really pretty as well, but I chose Snob with MAC because I love this color. And it looks really good with if you're going to do a like really bright bold eye, or if you're going to do a neutral eye, the lip still looks perfect because it's just a shade pinker than my natural lip color, and so it's really easily transitions into any eye and it doesn't look too much. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this look, and as always, subscribe, comments, questions, you know what to do in the box below. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want to see how I get my springtime spring fling look, keep watching. Bye bye. So the first step is going to be to prime the lid with the Lorac Behind the Scenes eyeshadow primer. And you're just taking a ring finger and dabbing it and blending it into the eye. And then with the large fluffy blending brush and that taupe color with the YSL palette, I'll list the colors below. I'm taking and going right in the crease and using that as my base color to blend everything else into. And then with the small applicator brush, I'm taking that Petal rose color, again with the YSL palette, and I'm dabbing towards the outer crease and I'm blending it into the taupe color by making short drag down motions and tapping it along the lid. And then next with a separate applicator brush, I'm taking and dabbing that coral color right on the inner part of the lid and blending it into the pink. And you can get your brush wet with this, or you can use a setting mist. Either way works, and it gives it just a little extra stick. And then moving in with the eyeshadow brush, or excuse me, the eyeliner brush with Sigma, a small applicator brush. This is usually a rounder one. I'm taking that plum color and I'm dragging it right up along the outer crease and right up along the lash line and making kind of a V motion. And you can see that piece of tape there is going to create that perfect edge. And then with a bare, this is the MAC 239 brush and that same eyeliner brush, I am buffering that purple into the taupe and making sure that there's no stark lines. And then finally with the small applicator brush, all separate brushes by the way, I'm taking that yellow color and doing the inner tear duct, and I'm bringing it down up along the inner waterline too. And then finally, to highlight the brow, I'm taking the brow and eye highlighting pencil with Milani in matte cream, and I'm going right up along the brow bone. And then I'm taking that same light applicator brush and I'm getting it dusted off just a little bit and then buffering that pencil color right into the shadow. And that's when I take off the tape and make sure that the line is buffered into the skin and that there's no stark contrast or any sort of mark or anything like that. And you can use your fingers to smudge, it's perfect. And then finally with a fluffy big large blending brush in that white shimmer color, I'm taking and highlighting the brow and making sure to set that cream so that it blends perfectly. And then you'll see I go back with a brush to do the inner, or I should say the outer lash line, and connect that purple down up along that and drag it into the eyeball. You can see I'm kind of buffering and making sure there isn't any smudges or concentration of color. And then moving right into gel liner with the slanted angle brush with Sigma and the Laura Mercier Noir gel liner. I'm taking and working that right up along the lash line and doing a thin line at first to just set the outline for when I go back through with the liquid liner, and then also to mark where I want the cat eye to start. And a slanted angle brush is great for this because it gives a precise cat eye and you can have more control with the brush. And then following in with liquid liner, I'm taking and just setting kind of right up where I did with the gel liner, just a little bit thicker, and this creates that perfect deep black look all night. And make sure that your liquid liner doesn't crease or crack or dry out or anything like that. And I'm doing a very small cat eye, and I'm just following the natural line of where the tape was. That way we don't go too far outside of that and make those two shadow and liners blend in perfectly together. And then a quick purple on the inner waterline up underneath the lashes, curling the lashes, and then doing a good quick coat with my L'Oreal favorite Voluptuous mascara, and then my red cherry falsies and my Duo lash glue. And as you can see, I'm readjusting and making sure that with a stippling brush, I'm blending the regular lashes into the false lashes and making sure that any excess mascara is taken off. And then moving right into the lips, after face makeup of course, I'm taking the MAC lip liner in Edge to Edge, and I'm filling in my lip line, and I'm making sure to do a slight ombre effect by filling in the corners a little thicker. And what this does is it creates that natural definition in the lip. And then finally with the lipstick with MAC Snob, I'm filling in the lip line with a thin coat of that. And it's a satin, so it's more of a matte finish. And then I'm taking the lip liner and just going back through and perfecting any edges. And then taking my foundation brush and making any final adjustments to blend any harsh lines into the rest of the makeup.